This is Oscar Bevis for IFL TV. Hamzah, thanks for giving me some time at the end of the night. On the broadcast tonight, I know you're a man who isn't shy in front of a camera. Enjoy that?
Yeah, no, it's good, man. It's the second time I've done it. It gets that little bit easier each time. Do you know what I mean? The first time in it, I was like a rabbit in headlights and I didn't know what to say. But I'm getting better at it. It's part of the job, I suppose.
Obviously, I know it's a long way yet, but I guess when you do hang up the gloves, you've got to have other avenues. You look at people like Carl Frampton, we're used to seeing them on our screens. I guess my kids will be watching the analyst Hamzah Sheeraz, won't they?
Hopefully, if I don't take too many punches, I might be able to do a bit of modelling or something. Do you know what I mean? No, I'm all for it.
Well, let's see how the rest of the career goes. Gavin Gwynn winning the European title tonight. A brilliant win, but can we just say about Marsilli, 47 years old, mate, warrior.
Unbelievable. I was just saying up there, he's as old as my dad. So, do you know what I mean? When you put things in perspective like that, it's a bit like, damn. And even at the times he was looking a bit vulnerable, he was coming back. But do you know, you can't take too much away from Gavin Gwynn. I know it was a poor performance, but it's one of them ones where he will learn a lot from it. And he will come on leaps and bounds for sure. So, listen, that division's a great division to be in.
And I suppose if he is to vacate the British title, then you've got Mark Chamberlain and Sam Noakes, two Queensbury boys. And that's a fight that whets the appetite for early 2024.
Yeah, no, we were saying up there, that's a great fight. And I think it's a fight they should make next. I know it's if you kind of let it brew and both of them keep winning it or make more money, but it just goes to show how I was meant to fight Denzel Bentley. You never know what can happen in boxing. And you kind of want to see these fights. And as a boxing purist, I'd love for it to be next.
Yeah, that's funny because I was going to say, you talk about fights brewing and what was meant to happen with you and Denzel. Were you shocked by what you saw from Nathan Heaney?
Do you know what I was. He fought the fight of his life. But I did say in interviews beforehand, I had Denzel winning it quite easy, which obviously I was wrong. But I said at the same time, it was one of them ones where he had to be on the ball. He couldn't be like, I'm going to go in there and I'm just going to take him out of this. That's not how the game works, unfortunately. But yeah, well done. Massive credit to Nathan Heaney.
And
Andy, do you want my jacket? He's just jealous. Andy's jealous of the jacket.
I'm not surprised. I'm jealous of the jacket. In terms of going forward, obviously, if it isn't to be you and Denzel now, people will look at you and Nathan. Yeah. He is so keen for a stadium fight. We know he's got very vocal and big support. You and him in a stadium. I know you've got a job to deal with, and we'll talk about that in a second. But you and him in a stadium fight, that just is a big fight now.
Yeah, no, for sure. And listen, I know you're going to come back to it, but I need to get over Liam Williams. I don't want to be disrespectful and saying, I'm going to do that and I'm going to go there and summer, I'm going to this, that, the other. In an ideal world, yeah, for sure. Myself versus Nathan Heaney in Stoke in the summer, that makes sense. But first step, Liam Williams.
What did you make of his win the other night? Obviously not the calibre of opposition he, kind of not at the level that you two are going to fight at, but a win and a stoppage win. What did you make of that?
You know, it was a good performance. He didn't have much in front of him, but you can only beat who they put in front of you. And he showed he's got power. We all know he's got power. It's nothing different. Do you know what I mean? It's nothing different, or nothing that I didn't know. As long as my chin ain't in the way of his right hand, I should be all right.
And how are you kind of fit up to the perforated eardrum? How are you feeling in terms of getting back, and what sort of stage are you at in terms of recovery?
Yeah, no, I'm all good. It's been 4 weeks since the accident happened, and today was my first day training back, so I'm all good. Back in the groove, back in good health, and hopefully everything will be good come fight night.
It's not something you want to dwell on, but when something like that happens, in the lead up to a big fight, did you have that kind of moment where you just went, fuck, like that kind of little panic moment when it all happened?
Yeah, no, it was, because as soon as it happened, I knew it was quite serious, and I was kind of gutted and trying to. You can't really beat yourself up because it's not really your fault at the end of the day, but it's more gutting. You spent however much you spent in camp in America, and it was kind of a bit of a bummer, and not until then you don't realise the mental health aspect of boxing. Do you know what I mean? You kind of get down in dumps, you're alone. I know you can talk to people, but at the same time, it's like, where being an athlete, you're so used to being in routine. You're so used to having a fight date and working towards that fight date. And all of a sudden, you don't have one in my biggest fight of my career, and it's a bit like, it is what it is. But listen, hopefully late February we'll be back out there again.
Yeah, well, it's going to make the win, if or when it does come next time, even more special. And we can expect a cracking fight.
Yeah, no, for sure. Listen, 2 bangers, 2 people who put it all on the line, and I'm looking forward to it.